I feel like we live in sort of this outrage culture. This has been reported by other people where every few minutes we're angry about something. And the 24-hour news cycle keeps telling us what to be mad about, but it moves so quickly that we don't get mad about anything long enough to do something about it.
Right.
And I feel like that's sort of what Money Monster is. If you had a gun to your head, could you be outraged about something enough to actually fix the problem?
Wow, yeah, that was really, I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna bring that thought home. It was very interesting what you said. And yes, the film talks about that, about our inability these days, in these modern relevant times, our inability to really commit to anything. We are these bundles of emotions that are being manipulated over and over again by technology and by media and by financial world and by our phones. And there's stuff going on that's important and we're not really able to focus on it.
Is that a fantasy, do you think, though, that we can focus on it? Do you think it's something we can only live out in a movie where the problem actually gets solved?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, maybe I'm a hopeful person. I don't know. I'm an optimist. I believe that you know, even technology has its bad side, but it has its good side. There's a guy in our film, a guy from Korea, a guy from South Africa, guys from Iceland. They don't know each other, they have no power, they have no money, but through the democratization of the internet, they can get together and they can bring down the President of the United States. And that has happened in America. I mean, we can bring down the President of the United States with a little information.
Jack, you know, your character seems to be very emotional, and yet what he does is very calculated. He goes onto the news, puts a gun to someone's head, and says, "Do your job." Where do you come from as an actor with that? Are you focused purely on the pain of the character, or do you feel like you're Jigsaw?
I think the overall desired effect for Kyle was to get some answers, to expose this Lee fella, to expose Walt can be while he's at it. So, and also what was key for me was that Kyle's prepared a lot for this day. He's made a bomb vest. Well, he's made two. And he does have a kind of, he has a strategy and he has something to follow. So he's a bit premeditated. And I'd never argue that Kyle was stupid. So it's quite a luxury to play that.
Yeah. The other thing that I think I really like about this movie, I know I really like about this movie, is that it's also very much about the media and the way an entire team of people who work in essentially the entertainment industry come together under a female director to solve a series of complicated problems. Is that the sort of thing that's on your mind, or is that just the gravy of a more political type of story?
Well, that's the story, and it's funny, that's kind of what the movie is too. It was a female director, came and told everybody, you know, we were going to solve something. Yeah, it's not an accident. I mean, I think we can do that. I think art can do that. I think art can stop manipulating people and start getting out there and telling the truth and getting some answers. That's real journalism, and it would be wonderful to be able to return to that. We have the technology, we can do it, and I'm still hopeful.
I want an explanation!
Follow the money, find the fraud.
We're in this together now. Don't turn your back on anybody. I don't want you to die.
Oh my God!
No! You came here to get some answers. You deserve to get some answers.